As usual, I forgot to take a video in between, but under this is my double dug bed, and I added a big bag of vermiculite and dug that into the clay sandy stuff. And this is now a layer of compost from over there. So it took 12 of those wagons to get kind of an even layer of compost over my clay and vermiculite. So now I get to dig that in and kind of see where I'm at. So now the bed is dug up, so you can see the clay sandy layer above the compost. And on that side, I've kind of started sifting through because there's some pretty chunky pieces. So yeah, I'm just mixing it all in and I'll flatten it out, and that's probably it for today. And we'll keep filling it tomorrow. So after many compost trips and native soil trips and a lot of sifting the dirt, we now have a combination of tilled in on the bottom with the native soil, vermiculite, compost, and then there's a layer of compost and another layer of native soil, which I was going to till in, but I don't think I am. I think I'm just going to leave it in layers. But this is what it looks like now. And I plan, since we use native soil here, I plan to actually use some cardboard and lay some cardboard down as hopefully a decent weed block. And then I'll top it all off with some more compost. So almost there. Here's a quick interim video of basically the idea. So this section's all been double dug and compost tilled in and vermiculite, and then the weed barrier, cardboard and compost on top. That's probably an overkill, but I ran out of cardboard, so when I get more cardboard I can redistribute all of that. And we've almost used one whole bag of compost. And this bed is 1.2 meters by 5.5 meters. So not too bad. Okay, it's the end of the week, and I'm gonna try to take y'all somewhere that we don't usually go. So here's the funky door that opens to a half door. And oh la vache, in this half door is our attic. So we have the water heater, and we have a little path. But yeah, so up in there is the space that we're going to be blocking off. That's another little half door that would open into the front room. And over here, I can probably go down. This is the ceiling that isn't particularly great, but you can kind of see way over there. We've raked all the insulation away from that very, very back area. I'd go farther, but it's kind of hard. So anyway, raked the insulation, and I'll meet you downstairs when I get out of here to show you what that does. So I showed you all upstairs, and down here is a better view of that space. So we've removed the insulation so that we have access to all these floorboards that have been rotted out. that need to be replaced. So that's gonna happen. And then once that happens, our closet space will be cleaned out and a ceiling will be put on. And then the closet is pretty much done. So the most exciting thing to me so far is the fact that the bathroom is actually looking like a bathroom. So we have the tile down, we have the baseboard down. We've started plumbing in the cabin shower, and we've started fitting in the bathtub, which you can see just barely fits, but it will fit. So yeah, Francis and I put the wallpaper on. I know it's kind of hard to see, but there is actually kind of a linen wallpaper. We're just gonna leave the ceiling white probably. We will be making a custom skirt to hide that section. The tile person is going to come back and kind of fix up where the tile meets the ceiling. And the electrician will come back to get all the lights in, but the bathroom is almost done. In the toilet room, we've started prepping for wallpaper. So it needs another coat of the primer and some holes fixed up. But eventually this room will be wallpapered and the toilet and the sink put back in. And up in the garden, Francis is digging out bed number 2. But in bed number 1, I've done the double digging. So over there is dug down about 2 feet. And then we're laying cardboard to prevent any weeds coming up from the native soil mix. And then laying a layer of compost over that to actually plant. And we are expecting rain this week. So ideally the cardboard will get nice and wet so the roots can go down, but the weeds can't come up, is the idea.